7.8 billion people in the world, 8.7 million species. I have got a lifespan of 70 years, out of which the first 30 are the most decisive, the most significant, the most happening. I do something and you tell me that's right and that's not. That's too much, that's too low. That's against the odds, that's against the society. What do I tell you? What should I tell you? The answers to both these questions match like anything. I should and I would tell you to fuck off. Why? Why fuck off? Because you are no one to tell me what's right and what's not. The world itself is changing definitions of rights and wrongs and justice and injustice and let's suppose calling black people black was once law, now illegal. Having 15 boyfriends was once considered a taboo, now regular. Now, if you fall in this luxury trap that the world is making for you, because they want civilized people who go one day at a time following rules and regulations made by human species for other human species so that they can live in a manner, disciplined way and doomed to their death. You're not here for that. You should not be here for that. Because why? You have got one magical life. That magical life wants you to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if you're not doing that, you're just wasting away your life. You're swaying away your human life. We have been happening to evolution since millions of years. And now we are at a position that we can utilize our brains. We can work wonders. We can speak. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. But these people on the back end, these government officials, these laws and regulations won't allow you to. This society, what we call that, won't allow you to. Why? They don't want some odds. They want everyone to have one wife, reproduce and have 1 or 2 children so that doesn't lead to a lot of population and live a regular ordered life without influencing the biosphere. And if you're not doing that, you're just walking around uselessly, which doesn't make sense. What makes more sense is putting a dent in the biosphere. And when you do that, when you're big, when you're huge, when you have paved your ways, hustling around and happening to people and places and ideas and whatnot, when you have paved your way, when you're big, you make decisions, you make moves which influence. And that influence is so huge that it outgrows your living. It goes to eternity. It doesn't stay to time. It'll go beyond time. That's your cause here, to better the biosphere. Without knowledge, you're nothing. Without imagination, your knowledge means nothing. And without good knowledge and imagination, your actions are worthless. Like 99.9% of Homo sapiens presently living in their world and deteriorating their lives, falling in the traps and luxury traps made by government officials so that they can control more efficiently and rule more elaborately. And this lasting rule that they have is what they call justice. Don't fall in the trap. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Nothing is too much, nothing is too low. You are the only one who has to set your own limits. You have to define what's right and what's wrong for you yourself. No one in the world will be able to do that for you. Why? Because the world is full of fucked up people. The world doesn't want you to succeed. You're just another human being for the world. But for yourself, you're the fucking whole universe. Yeah, the universe, every cell, every molecule inside your body is working just fine so that you can be alive for these magical years and transform the generation you are living with the revolution. And that revolution is followed by evolution of your mind. Evolution of your mind can only happen once you feed the input in the desired way. The desired way is to feed it a lot of it. Think about it. Have knowledge, read books, watch movies, go on dates, meet new people. Somebody once told me, I was sitting and somebody once told me to control my emotions. And I told him that, man, there are 7.8 billion people in the world, and I've got this one magical life out of which I'm loving perhaps the best years, of my life. And you're telling me to control my emotions. I am born to rule with my emotions. I'm not here to control it. And you are no one to tell me, when the world tells you that you're doing this too much, or when you're doing this, which is not acceptable, fuck you, world. Fuck you, because you know what you're here for? You're here to fucking win and fuck around uselessly the way you want it. If anyone comes and tells you that this is not good, fuck not good. This is too much, fuck too much, do too much. Too much is your definition. Be greedy. We are living in hungry, desperate, greedy times, which requires you to fucking go around the way you want to go around without fearing the world. Or even if you have the fear, to overcome that fear, that's what we call fearlessness. If you're fearless in the head, everything will move around, and that magical moment when you become fearless will define your days ahead. Thank you so much. Shrey Surya Mishra, just go fucking win!